Hey, YouTubers, it's your boy Domination. This is back in the basic chuckle to do society do text baby man that does back. You know it is, know this, know this, know this. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. For the world preach and preach on. And today's topic to talk about is the only place you ever gonna get it, only place you ever gonna get, ever gonna get it, ever gonna get it is right back to basic. And today's topic to talk about is I want to show this video because remember I said I didn't want to support Hillary Clinton because back in her history, if you're going to support her, go all means. But they could have some qualified to any other woman. See, these politicians, man, black or white, they all the same. It doesn't matter they come from the left or the right. I can't support two evils. I can't support the Democrats, and I damn sure can't support Republicans. That's like being inside with Crips and Bloods. I ain't down with the Crip or the Bloods. I'm down with my own, myself included. And it's sad that you got black community have no other option because for years black community support Democrat. And what do we get? We ain't get nothing out of it. You got white people support Republican. And what do they get? Nothing out of it. They keep repeating. It's like they under this casting spell. They in the spell of themselves. And white Americans gonna fall for this. Black Americans gonna fall for this. And they got nobody to blame but them. And same thing, the men and the woman. Ain't nobody to blame. And we can't get mad of these politicians because remember, these politicians, it's not their job to raise your kids. You got to raise your children. It's not their job to tell you right and wrong. You know from right from wrong. It's not their job to go out there and telling you because they got their own lives to fill. You got your own life to fill. But if you want to support, because they're going to make mistakes. And I'm going to show you this video why I don't support Hillary Clinton. Please watch this.
Suppose you were meeting today to decide who got the vouchers. First parent who comes says, I want to send my daughter to St. Peter's Roman Catholic School. You say, great, wonderful school, here's your voucher. The next parent who comes says, I want to send, my child to the Jewish Day School. Great, here's your voucher. Next parent who comes says, I want to send my child to the private school that I've always dreamed of sending my child to. Fine, here's your voucher. Next parent who comes says, I want to send my child to the school of the Church of the White Supremacists. You say, wait a minute. You can't send, we're not giving you a voucher for that. And the parent says, well, the way I read Genesis, Cain was martyred. You can't send, we're not giving you a voucher for that. Voucher. Fine, here's your voucher. Next parent who comes says, I want to send my child to the school of the Church of the White Supremacists. You say, wait a minute. You can't send, we're not giving you a voucher for that. And the parent says, well, the way I read Genesis, Cain was martyred. Therefore, I believe in white supremacy. And therefore, you gave it to a Catholic parent, you gave it to a Jewish parent, you gave it to a secular private school parent. Under the Constitution, you can't discriminate against me. Suppose the next parent comes and says, I want to send my child to the school of the jihad. Wait a minute, we're not going to send a child with taxpayer dollars to the school of the jihad. Well, gave it to the Catholics, gave it to the Jews, gave it to the private secular people. You're going to tell me I can't? I'm a taxpayer under the Constitution. Now, tell me how we're going to make those choices.
Let me say this, man. You hear what Hillary Clinton says. Let me say this, man. I can't support this woman. I can't support this woman because this woman is just going nuts. I'm tired of people looking this man up, but find Charles Founder. And I want black women to find this man, Charles Founder. Because this man came up with this term, feminist. This man, he the coin of it. He came up with this term, man. And nobody wants to speak about this because A lot of people are afraid to say this, but I'm sorry, but people got to be honest about that. I'm gonna find Charles Founder. Charles Founder. He's somewhere who created this so-called feminist. Okay, Charles Founder. Charles Founder, something like that. Okay, let's go to feminist because feminist came from this man. It came from this guy. It came from this guy. And I'm not saying women shouldn't have rights for men. I'm not saying women should not have rights. They should. But what I'm saying as a woman, what I say as a man, that women need men. I understand women been hurt a lot by men, but there's a real reason why some men do women wrong. There's a real reason why these things are going on. And this man right here, Charles Founder, this guy, a utopia socialist, this man right here, guess what he said? He said right here, he said this. Why he flipped the coin of this term. And it says those buildings are a 4-level apartment complex where the richest have the upmost apartment and the poorest join a ground floor of resident, and wealthy was in demand by one job. Jobs were designed based on the interest and desire on the individuals. There are incident the jobs people must not enjoy it during while they receive higher pay. And founder of the considered trade, which he socially with the Jews to be the source of all evil. He said that. And advocate that Jews be forced to farm work in the fat lawn stirnery. This is what he said. He thought the Jewish community was less than human and less than humanness. It just shows you right there where this man's mindset right there. And this guy is from France. And here's what he said about support of women. Okay, Founder was also a support of women's rights in a time period when influence like generally and Jug Rusili are in Pleasant. Founder believed that all important jobs should be open to women on the base of the skill and to add to rather than close on account of the gender. He spoke of women as individual, but as individual, but not as the half of the couple's part. See, he trying to separate the women from the man and separate the man from the woman. This is what he did. You hear what he said. He spoke of women as individuals, not as the half of the couple, human couple. This is what he said. He spoke of women as individual, not as half the human couple. Founder saw that the tradition of marriage should potentially hurting women's rights as a human being, and through never get married. You hear that? You hear that, ladies? You hear what this man said? He said he's speaking of women as individual, not as the half of the human couples. Founder saw that traditionally marriage should potentially hurt women's rights as a human being, and through never married, and writing before the advocate of the term homosexuality. You see what this man is saying? He is trying to promote homosexuality. This man right here, Charles Founder, and the freshman report that made it look like Charles Founder. This man knew what he was doing. Hold on for a second. Sorry, I'm back. I was just talking to a family member. These teenagers, they gotta change. They really do. Anyway, they don't have nothing to do with discussion. But look what it says right here. It says, he spoke of women as individual, not as half the human couple. Founders saw that a traditional marriage should potentially hurt women's rights as a human being and through never married. Written before an advocate of the term homosexuality, and Founder is recognized that both men and women have a wide range of sexual needs and pro preference, which it may change throughout their lives. It changed both sex and gender. This is what this man did. And he need his ass whooped for cussing this motherfucker right there. This is a white guy. Said this right here. I quote, how come Hillary don't speak about this? I bet you white feminists, I bet you y'all know about this. And you black feminists, y'all know about this too. And I'm going to say this. As white men know about this and black men know about this. Because men and women need each other. And y'all know this. Just like blacks needed whites, whites needed blacks. But why they been conditioned with certain people that think they don't need anybody? Do you know what independent... I'm going to show you what independent is. Because they always bring up the word independent. I'm going to show you what independent is. You hear that word all the time. Independent. Independent. Because Boosie wrote a song called Independent. He wrote a song about that. He wrote a song about TMZ. Man, I am sick and tired of fuck. As a matter of fact, fuck TMZ. This is the same TMZ was being run by Viacom. A lot of people don't know that. That the same Viacom that owned BET, VH1, and MTV, and all the rest of them. They owned by the same people. They owned by the same damn people, same folks, man. I don't talk. Fuck TMZ, man. It shouldn't have nothing to do with this video. INDEPENDENT. Yeah. It's so fast they have to spell it, so I just kind of slow it down. This is what independent is. Free from outside of the control and not dependent on another's authority. The study is totally independent of central government and sympathy, free thinking, free, and individual list. This is what independent is. Unconditional, maverick, bold, uncontainment, unflattery, uncontainment, a independent spirit, not dependent on another for livelihood or substance. I want to remain independent in old age. A independent body, independent person or body. Yeah, this is what independent meant. A lot of people don't know what the fuck independent meant. Basically, you don't want to depend on no person. The only person you have to depend on is yourself. That's what independent means. A lot of people don't know what independent is really about. You hear women always say, I'm independent. Basically means you depend on yourself. You don't depend on anybody else but yourself. You don't depend on mom and dad. You don't depend on your mother. You don't depend on anybody but yourself. Because you got to raise yourself. And I can understand why women say that. You have to depend on the only person yourself. Let's say if you want the things you always want, you can't depend on a man, so you have to depend on yourself. So that's what independent is. But true independent is basically depend on yourself before other people trying to depend on you. You think more about yourself more than other people. And you care more about others more than you care about yourself. See, this is why all this damn confusion in the community. Let me say to this, man. Women can have the careers. They can work. They can do all that. But they still need men. Just like men need women. Because remember, men would not make anything exist without the world, without a woman. Because otherwise they wouldn't call it the Mother Earth for a reason. And who the Father of the universe is? God. Everybody knows that. Women couldn't get the things they couldn't get, what they couldn't have if it wasn't without the men. The money, the structure working, you name it. Same thing, it wouldn't be for women if it wasn't for kitchen, even when it comes to porn, prostitutes, all that. I'm not saying that women more about their bodies. I understand how women were raised. I get how they was taught like that, but they should have said that to other men. But they don't say that to other men. Who they say it to? They say it on the nice guy, because they know the nice guy ain't gonna put up a fight. They know he ain't gonna say very much. But other man, he would have knocked the hell out of her. And ladies, you know what I'm saying is true, because I could put a camera first is how women act different around other men. But when they get around a good guy, as myself, they want to say something. They can take that anger, frustration on. They want to take it out on the person that actually done them wrong. But they ain't gonna do that because they too afraid to take it out on. So who they take it out on? The one that very closer to them, who's not a threat or that ain't done nothing to them. They need to stop doing that. And men, they need to stop doing that too. Because I noticed that they take their anger on the good woman, especially ain't done nothing to them. But the so-called bad woman, disrespecting nasty woman, she'll put your hands on you because you know she would have cut your ass in the throat or chop your fucking balls off. See, this is why I said this. Let me say this, man. You know, there's a real reason why there's so much issue between men and women. There's a real reason. And I study feminists. I studied it for a long time to understand it. But remember, women, y'all need to take it out on the guys, the ones who do you wrong. And you know who the type of guys I'm talking about. But you too afraid. But that's when the nice guy come in, you expect him to save you. I'm not going to do that. Because you can't save everybody. Sometimes they got to be the ones being saved. And that's good men's biggest weakness. They think they can save everybody. They can't save everybody. And guys need to stop doing this as well. Stop expecting of the good woman come to your rescue. The only person who needs a rescue, you got to rescue yourself before anyone else. It shouldn't be her job doing that. And I'm going to say this, man. We got to come together as a community because people got to take responsibility for their own actions, for their own choice. But if you want to vote Hillary Clinton, be my guest. But I'm going to play this one more time when this woman said about white supremacy. I mean, how can you support a woman like that, been known for saying this shit? I'm going to play this again. Look what she said.
Child to the Jewish day school. Great, here's your voucher. Next parent who comes says, I want to send my child to the private school that I've always dreamed of sending my child to. Fine, here's your voucher. Next parent who comes says, I want to send my child to the school of the Church of the White Supremacists. You say, wait a minute. You can't send, we're not giving you a voucher for that. And the parent says, well, the way I read Genesis, Cain was marked. Therefore, I believe in white supremacy.
You hear what this bitch said? I swear, man. And I heard one of the people say Hillary did not mean that what she said. But I'm sorry. Slavery is wrong. And we know that. Slavery is wrong. Slavery is wrong. It's wrong for slaving blacks and it's wrong for slaving whites. There's no excuse. And it's wrong not only slave men, but it's wrong to slave women as well. I'm sorry. How can you support people like that? Look what it says. This guy named Ben Weber. Why is it that I am adamant to say what I believe Hillary mean in this video, but you are unable to say what you think that she mean it? Why is it that you need to avoid the question and I ask you, but insulting me? Let me say this, man. This man trying to say Benjamin Weber saying Hillary did not mean what she said in that video. But as a white guy like you want to say, let's say if it was Michelle Obama run for president, right? And she said, I support black supremacy. As a white guy, you know damn well that you wouldn't take that lightly, Ben Weber. You wouldn't take that lightly. Because you would think, oh shit, they're going to do something to us that what we did to them. But y'all the ones came up with this racismology. And look what y'all created. Now because of black people being racist towards y'all, and I'm not going to be racist towards whites. I'm not going to do it because it's not worth it. Whites got to be the one fixing this. And then blacks got to be fixing the rest of it. They got to fix this problem together, black and white, especially whites and blacks, because it's been going on for too long. I don't support white supremacy, and I damn sure don't support black supremacy. Hold on for a second. I'm sorry about that. As I said again, I don't support white supremacy and black supremacy. But if you want to vote Hillary Clinton, go ahead, vote her, because we deserve everything we get as a people, because, and you would think they get tired of getting played by these politicians. Do y'all too stupid to realize that Democrats and Republicans are the same damn people? They two both wings are the same dirty ass birds, flocking, picking left and off from each other, and we're the goddamn bag full of worms, and they picking us left us off. And that's what they do to the black community, and that's what they doing to the white community. But they so fucking stupid that you got black men are stupid, not looking at it, don't realize that shit. You got black women are too dumb to see this shit. You got black women, not black women, you got white women too stupid to see this shit. Or you got these damn white guys too stupid to see this as well. We deserve everything we get. You hear what this bitch said? Cain was marked. How Cain was marked for who? What? And it had nothing to do with that. Only reason why Cain was marked because they didn't want, because God did not want people to end up being like Cain for what he did to slave his own, and slaughter his own brother. That's why he was marked. They believed that when he was marked, he somehow went from a white man to a black man. And I'll tell you, it's stupid. It's the same way with Noah when he cursed Canaan because somehow his younger son did to him, but it sounded like he did to his younger son, his own grandson, and his son witnessed what his grandfather did to his own grandson. Look how it sounds. And having sex with one of his own mother, his stepmother, if you look at it. Man, I'm telling you, there's a real reason why this shit is going on between black and white. There's a real reason why these young people act the fuck up. Because these young people, that's 18 and 16 and 17 and 14, that's the wasting years. Because young people, you gotta understand, if you're not into iPod or iPad or Twitter or YouTube or something like that, y'all young people, y'all gotta wake up, because y'all don't know what y'all want to do. Y'all just don't know. And y'all don't know. Y'all the new face of Generation Millennium. Millennium fuck-ups. That's what they are. They always fucking up. And they talking about old people, old heads. Remember, you can become that age one day. People that born in the 80s, people that born in the 90s and in the 2000s. My generation is gone. I'm 28, so my generation, I'm still young, but I'm gonna be 30 real soon. And what's so sad about this, these young people, man, they don't know what they want to be. They don't know. It was a lot more different when I was coming up. I got a nephew right now that's gone for so long, but gone now, but I believe he with a girl. Because if a boy been gone for a long time, that means he got a girlfriend or somehow. And it's sad that you got a lot of black boys, they want to be accepted so bad, they will do anything. The only person you need to worry about being accepted is yourself. Quit giving people ultimatum to get people to accept you. If they're going to like you, if they're going to like you. If they don't like you, fuck them. Why are you trying to waste your time to get people to like you? And that goes to anybody, women too. I'm not trying to make people to like me. You ain't got to like me. I ain't got to like you. But as long as we respect each other's opinion and we go on about our lives. But ask yourself this. Why they want to support Hillary Clinton, I don't know. I could support any other white woman, any other black woman. But this bitch, as much as she been doing over the year, if it wasn't for her husband, she would not be out there being that name. Go ahead and support her, sisters. Go ahead and support her. But you're gonna deserve whatever the fuck you get, because she don't give a damn about quote unquote sisterhood. She probably don't give a damn about white women at times. But you see, when it comes to Charles Founder, this man trying to separate the men and women and stop producing, to get men and women not producing and not creating children. And I can't stand TMZ, because TMZ are the same damn people that own Viacom. And they own MTV, BET. And they own World Star Hip Hop. Don't think they ain't own World Star Hip Hop, because they do. They working together, side by side, like they live in a happily loving family, doesn't it? This is what utopia is. A ghost town. When they to say a ghost town, they refer as Klansmen, as the ghostly Klansmen. It's like a damn desert. And you see it says Berlin. You see it says Berlin, a ghost town in Nevada, USA. You see where that shit at? Wow. White America, y'all better learn by y'all mistakes, because this is why a lot of these shits are going on. Yeah, it sure is a goddamn ghost town. It's a man-made cause. It sure is. Because all this shit, the reason why it says man-made cause is because everything has always been man-made. Because they believe in men and in anybody. Especially white community, Asians, blacks, everybody. They believe in man. Stop believe in men. Believe in God. Because men will turn on you with a flip of the hands of a flipping of a goddamn cheeseburger, okay? That's one thing I don't believe. I don't believe in men, because men will turn on you in a minute. This whole thing is a fucking joke. This whole thing about racism, sexism, homophobic. Now, I'm not homophobic, but let's be honest. Man can't be no woman, and woman can't be no man. This is true. A man gonna be a man, a woman gonna be a woman. A white man gonna be a white man, and a black man gonna be a black man. A black woman is a black woman, a white woman. Give me a fucking break. Why is it that nobody wants to talk about this man? And you see, it says Red Bank, right? Red Bank, and I know why they call this, because Red Bank, who set up the banking systems, also known as the Knight Templars, also known as the Ku Klux Klan. You don't have to believe me, but you can do your research and look it up for yourself. This explains why. The only way you're going to get into the Masonry, to the Mason Lodge, And two, who you know somebody is how you know someone. No wonder why they prefer Ghostbusters, because the reason why they call ghost is catching ghosts, catching clan. You know what I mean? And I guarantee one of the guys probably Irish, Jews, or Greeks, or Italian. Because if you look at the movie called Ghostbusters, there's a real phrase of that movie called Ghostbusters, and I love that movie, but I never understand basically the phrase of the called Ghostbusters. Catching ghosts, catching clan. If you look at it, how it was set up like that. And Denny Anniversary, whatever his name, he had a funny name. I guarantee this guy is a French man. He's French and Canadian, cause you got to look at Canada is French. If you really do think about it, Canada is French in some ways. Because some say that the Illuminati has something to do with the French Revolution. Now, I don't know how true that is. It might be so. That's the guy who was started with this whole Ghostbusters. But I really do believe this whole Ghostbusters franchise was based upon catching the Klansmen, catching ghosts. Because they did call Klan people dressing like ghosts. And busted, they're going to bust them up. I'm going to tell you, there's a real reason why there's so much racism. And I can see why now. I see why now. But we got to come together as one, as a people, because we all deserve from each other and learn one another. But if you want to support it really quick, go right ahead and do so. But I said this earlier before. You got what you got, and you reap for benefit off your soul. And we got nobody to blame but ourselves and none for ourselves. Because remember, there is no man if there was no woman. If there's never be no woman, will never be no man. And that's all I can say in my commentaries about that. Give me your comments, give me your video response, and tell me what you think of this issue, alright? Alright. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basics. You're going to do Cyber 2 Text, baby. Until next time, alright? Alright. Peace of the mouth. Alright. Peace.